All right, so I've been soldering these chips onto the true SDX board, and I think I've got it down. So I'm using pretty much Manuel's methods from his own videos, and I want to show you how that works. So what we have here is U7, which is on the filter board, and I have the chip here. I just have to turn it right side over. I have pretty much found that where the line extends over the edge of the pads here, like this line just goes between the pads, and this one extends over them, that's the direction that pin 1 is in, or where the dot should go. I'm going to show you the chip that we're going to solder here. Hold on. There it is. And let me just put a size reference here, which I like to do so you have an idea what we're talking about. Here's a dime. All right. So my first experience with this, I had to do some cleaning up from. I hope I haven't destroyed that original or that first board that I did, but I tried to do solder paste and I realized that it's pretty much overkill. You don't need to really apply any more solder. These boards come with a very light amount of solder applied to the pads from the manufacturing process, and that's what Manuel was talking about. But you do need some flux. So I have a flux pen here, and I'll show you. This is a Chip Quik No Clean Liquid Flux pen. Looks like a magic marker. I got this on Amazon, and I'm just going to draw right over these pads. And let it dry. Just let it sit for a few seconds. You don't really have to let it dry. Now you're going to place the chip once again. The dot to the longer, the dot goes on the end that has the longer white bar or line. Now you want this to line up. So one of my favorite things to maneuver things with is my X-Acto blade. And you want it centered so you have about the same amount of pad showing on each side. And of course you want it as straight as you can get it to line up each leg of the IC with the pads. Now, I'm going to use the X-Acto again here to hold the chip down while I'm soldering. And also, one thing I saw was interesting about Manuel's attempt at this is that he doesn't use a super fine point iron. He uses a tip that's slightly larger, and I think that has to do more with heat transfer than anything. All right, I've tried to calm my hands down a little bit here, but I'm going to hold this chip down again with the X-Acto. Now, with the, like I showed you, the tip of this soldering iron has a slight angle to it. And so I can hold it so it has a point, but it's not a super fine point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it to just one pin here. And some light pressure for a few seconds, release, and now if I tap, that is soldered. So now I'm going to repeat that for each pin. So just rest it right on the pin where it touches the pad, a little light pressure, and just keep going right around here. And almost to the end of this side. All right, I'm going to pause there, and let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you. You kind of get an idea what that looks like. So that is the method that finally worked for me. What I do, obviously, I have to do the other side here. I'm going to go through and do that. I'm not going to bore you with each connection because I also repeat the process. So I hit each pin once and then I do it again. So straight through both times. And in the end, what we're going to get is two nice looking populated boards here. So, and like I said, I did do some cleanup on the original ones, and we can talk about that another time. Thanks for watching.